Hey guys, it's Mark
and Michelle,
and this is Mark and Michelle. And tonight we are going to depart from our usual, well, I don't know, I was going to say our usual informative.
What is our usual?
Our usual informative.
Guys, do we have a usual?
Well, let's let him answer, see what happens. We might be here a while.
All 0 people just said no.
Right. So what we're going to do is talk about the new Detox guide, all right? Remember, you can download that. It's $37, but you get a bunch of bonuses with that. You get a couple of interviews on mothers who are recovering or have recovered their kids. You get detox journey videos and the corresponding podcasts that go with those. I think there's a total of 10 of those.
There's 11 podcasts and 12 videos.
Okay. And then there's also a free PDF of 10 articles that I compiled on how to tackle picky eating in your loved ones, whether autistic or not. And
so we're trying to take care of any problems that you might come up with.
Right. And the picky eating articles are from experienced parents and experts in the subject. So you'll get relevant advice on that subject on how to handle it with your kids. Now, but the book itself actually is in, it's in 3 sections.
The actual book is called Heal Your Autism's Do-It-Yourself Guide. Healing Begins in Your Kitchen.
Mm-hmm. And
but it's 3 books in one.
Well, I'll let you go ahead.
I was just saying what you were trying to say.
Okay. And so we got 3, actually it's 3 books in one, like she said. And the first one is about the detox journey. And let's see the table of contents. All right. So it actually starts out with what is detox? What does it mean? What does it entail? Hey, Krista. And we're talking about our new book, the Heal Your Autism's Do-It-Yourself Guide, Healing Begins in Your Kitchen book. And as I was telling everybody, which there wasn't anybody at that point, but as I was telling nobody, there we go, the book is $37, and I just described the bonuses that come with it as well. But we're on to describing the first section of the book on detox. So the first section in detox is what is detox? Why do you need to detox? And that's an important thing. I think a lot of people may not realize that they have so many toxins, whether it be chemical ones or metals or...
I smell toxins in here, right?
Toxins in here. We got brown clouded by one of the cats.
That's always really fun.
He's still doing his business. So we're going to keep doing our business. All right? And so, but a lot of people don't understand that detoxing...
Hi, Kelly.
Hey, Kelly.
I haven't seen you in a long time.
Yeah, it has been a while. Thanks for being here. But the reason you need to detox is because as you grow up, you wind up taking on toxins like heavy metals, chemical toxins.
Pam.
Hey, Pamela, how are you? And no, but we're seriously considering doing it.
No, it's on our website, and that's all.
Just
when we get rich, we'll make a real book.
Right. And so, but Kelly, what you can do is go to www.healyourautism.com, and you put in your email address.
I think I sent her a link today. Kelly, did I send you a link? I'll let her. I'll send you a link if you can't. I'll just put it in the.
You just do it right now. Oh, all right.
Except I can't. We're a different computer. I'll put it on this. I'll put it on here when we're finished.
Okay. So anyway, but then all the detoxing, why you need to detox, we have a section on that. We have more about detoxing as the third section.
What can you expect?
Right. That's what I was getting to.
Yeah, that's really handy because I got scared several times when we first started. And so we've written down the things that happened that were scary.
Mm-hmm. And we've gone through that. We also have a section on what are the benefits of detox. That's important because people just go, oh, well, I'm trying to, she didn't get the link. Okay. We'll definitely post you a link.
Post it.
After we get done here. But the benefits of detox, most people just think, oh, I'm just trying to get rid of stuff, but they don't know how they can benefit when they get rid of toxic chemicals and metals and things like that. The next section is the no foods list from Medical Media. It's a pretty thorough list. I don't think we missed anything.
If we did, we'll put out a second edition. But I've listened to so many podcasts and read so many things. There is not a comprehensive list.
Yeah, in any one spot.
In any one spot that I have found. And so I've kept track of all of the foods that I've read, and they're in this book. So you guys are spared that research.
Right. And so the no foods, then a section on the problem with fat and why fat can be an issue in detoxing, how it slows it down, prevents you from it. Let's see, the next section is the role of sugar or glucose. And Medical Medium has a lot to say on that in just about everything he talks about, because in my experience, without all that sugar fueling cell repair and healing and stuff like that, I was going nowhere. And let's see. Next section is organic versus conventional produce. And I talk about those differences because having worked at Whole Foods, working at Whole Foods, I get that question quite a bit. And they teach us very much the difference between organic and conventional.
And I put a list from the environmental working
group
on what the most pesticide-ridden fruits are. I'm not sure how I'm saying this.
Pesticide laden, yeah.
Yeah. So I put a list of fruits that are best bought organic if you can afford it.
Right. Now, the next section after organic versus conventional is the detox recipes. And that's things like celery juice. People go, well, why do you need a recipe for that? Believe me, some people don't know how to juice stuff. So we're showing them how.
Well, and we also talk about how to start slow.
Right.
So there's lots of things in there.
And then the heavy metal detox smoothie, because a lot of people want to know that recipe, which it's fairly simple, but still.
And where to get all this stuff. I have tons of links in this book.
Exactly. Lemon water. Now, yeah, we're giving a recipe for that just in case. Do we eat meat? No, we
Mark
don't eat
eats meat.
Tiny bit, but
I don't.
She doesn't. But yeah, tiny bit for me, and I'm talking about like an ounce a day, if that. Let's see. Like today, none. All right. Secret tips. I don't remember what those secret tips are. I think she might have.
They're all the weird little things that you don't know are going to happen.
Okay. And supplementation. Now, that would be all the supplements. Well, I should say the supplements we use, but which is a total of about 5 or 6. Right. But is there a link to this supplement
to every
page?
one of them.
Okay. And then emotional changes that will occur because of detox. And they do. Even if you're healthier than autistic, they still occur.
Yes.
And even a friend of mine at work who's she's fairly healthy, her boyfriend are doing the heavy metal detox smoothie, and it's making changes in them. So, and their relationship.
Emotional changes, I guess.
We also talk about beliefs. That is really a core subject in healing, because many people don't realize that the reason they don't do something thoroughly or the way they want to or what they know they should is because of core beliefs about healing.
That is section 1. That is the book, the first book of the book.
The second book is On the Road and Vegan, or How to Travel Without Hauling a Kitchen Behind You. And I wrote that one as well. Michelle added stuff to it. And so the first one, an introduction to On the Road and Vegan. That's the first section of the book. And basically, I talk about what it is to be vegan. And the medical medium diet, at least the way we do it, is even stricter, I think, than most vegan, because they'll eat a lot of fat. But medical medium talks about fat as being something that holds you back in your detox and in your healing.
Well, and then there's all the no foods, including the strep foods.
Right, which vegans, non-strict vegans not like us would eat those foods.
Just regular vegan.
Right. So know your ingredients is the next section. And I talk about ingredients. I talk about how to find out what's in your foods, reading labels, asking people, freshness, searching for ingredients on foods that you don't know what's in them, that kind of stuff. Where does my food come from? Well, I don't exactly remember that. Unless I'm talking about grocery stores.
Yes,
okay.
grocery stores.
Well, so I talk about the places where you buy food, like grocery stores. Food co-ops,
farmers
big
market.
chain stores, farmers markets, specialties, health food stores like Whole Foods, Sprouts, Natural Groceries, that kind of thing.
And who might have organic and who might have vegan things.
Exactly. All right. How to buy for the healing diet. Okay, now, mainly I'm talking about organic versus conventional again, where to buy, why to buy organic as opposed to conventional if you can, and that type of stuff in this section. Now the next section is on freshness, how to tell old food from fresh food. Basically, that's just 4 or 5 standards or criteria to go by on how to tell fresh food from old food. And it's funny because some grocery stores just don't seem to be all that into fresh, because you'll see ridiculously moldy or wrinkled food, and I'm just like, yeah, no.
Yeah.
Let's see, places to shop while on the road. That big grocery stores, food co-ops, farmers markets, things like that. Buying for trips. Now that's important because a lot of people go, how do you do this diet and travel, right? Well, this section, buying for trips, packing for your trips, traveling suggestions in restaurants that have vegan options, that's geared exactly towards traveling and being on this diet. So I talk about how much to buy, how to plan so that you can get to your next stop with the right amount of food, how to plan and research what kinds of grocery stores and health food stores are in the places you're going through, that kind of stuff. Packing for your trip, I give a list of everything you should take, and we also talk about staying in places that have small kitchenettes, right? And then the next section, restaurants that have vegan options. And we list a few of the national chains because each region is going to have smaller chains, like here in Oklahoma and in the central South Midwest, we've got Jason's Deli. I don't know how nationwide it is. Do you?
I haven't looked, but I know it's in St. Louis.
Right. So, so that is probably a regional chain. They have all organic salad bar, and you can get baked potatoes there. You can get lots of other stuff, but it is vegan. But we talk about restaurants and stuff like that. Okay, what's the?
And that's the end of the second book.
That takes us through traveling while vegan. How to travel without hauling a kitchen behind you. Then
the meal planning guide.
The meal planning guide, planning your vegan meals, is a section we wrote. And so daily meal planning the vegan way, that's the beginning of it. Scroll back up just to see what. Okay. And then I talk about what meal planning really is, why you should plan your meals. Now, I'm not a person who plans meals. She and I fly by the seat of our pants.
Well, when I was going to school, I had to plan.
Okay. But for me, you mean yeah, right. So she had to, but you didn't have to plan it down to what particular smoothie you were going to make that day. You just knew you were going to make a smoothie and throw it together. Right. I get a little more specific planning wise than that. What are strep foods? Strep foods, Kelly, are, I don't know how much you know about the medical medium, but everybody has a strep infection. I've never heard of anybody who does not. And so if you've ever had strep throat at all, you have a strep infection. And it's a constant one that you always have.
Or ear infections.
Or ear infections.
Or UTIs.
Mm-hmm. And so with all, but there are foods that specifically feed strep bacteria. Most of those things are grains, legumes, probably dairy, and other things as well, but mainly it's grains and legumes. And we have a list of those.
Yeah, the list is in the book.
It is definitely in the book, and we tell you what foods to avoid if you have strep problems.
It's very clear.
It is. And let's see.
The 4 reasons for planning, and then you go into guidelines and
Meal planning. Yeah, I talk about, oddly enough, I talk about putting aside all of your ideas about proper meals. Because when you're on this diet, you're trying to heal. And so you need to eat constantly. Now, what I mean by constantly, you could even eat every hour or every 30 minutes if you wanted to, as long as it was fruits.
Pamela, this diet would really help you. I know it would.
And so you're going to find out that snacking is required.
Yeah, you can't let yourself get hungry like I did today and yesterday. I don't know what's wrong with me, but I just don't want to eat.
Right? But you got to eat.
And I'm getting too hungry, and then
well, and see, when you get hungry enough so that your stomach's growling, you're depleting your adrenals.
It's too late. You've waited too long.
Right. And the whole point of healing is, part of it is to heal your adrenals, which is why you haven't lost weight around your middle, why you don't sleep well, why you don't have sex drive. I mean, there's so many other things. So if you go back.
Oh, you want to go back?
Yeah. But anyway, so I talk about guidelines and meal planning. I'm not going to go through them here. You can buy the book and get all the videos and podcasts and everything else that go with it for $37 on our website. All right. But then I talk about, there's a section before your first meal, and then how to plan. And then I talk about each meal. And again, forget the idea of a proper sit-down meal. Breakfast is...
You can have a proper sit-down meal if you want, but make sure you're eating between those meals.
Yeah, I guess what I should say is, don't think that you can only have 3 meals a day, breakfast, lunch, and dinner. Forget it. Toss that out, because you're going to have to eat too much to keep your blood sugar up to just have 3 meals a day. We might as well consider ourselves rodents, or small, little, tiny mammals who have to eat 23 out of 24 hours just to keep warm. We're doing this to heal. All right.
More?
Yeah, let's just see what the next
Lunch.
section is. Lunch, dinner. Yeah.
Snacks.
I talk about snacking because that is absolutely important. Then we have a last word that Michelle added, and where we just give you well wishes and the last few words on.
And then we have an appendix
where we have a few recipes, like my jalapeno sauce, which is really
Mark's personal jalapeno
That's
sauce.
Right. Nobody, I patented that sucker. Cilantro pesto, which is really good.
It's oilless.
Yeah, these are all fatless, fat-free.
I think hemp seeds are okay, but let me look that up. I've not eaten them myself, so I don't know.
Yeah, me either.
Cilantro pesto, and then cashew cheese.
Cashew cheese, yep. And those
cashew cheese is delicious.
It is, because you can add all kinds of things to it and give it flavor. So, what else? I don't think there's anything else.
There's example meal
and then,
plans.
as the very last section, we have example meal plans for you to go by. For each meal,
And that's the book.
Yep. So
3 books in one.
3 books in one, and it'll get you started. It'll jumpstart you, so to speak. And then if you have any questions, you can continue on. And we have a $57 a month group coaching program where you can be on there. You can see new recipes every couple of weeks from us. You can ask us questions. We'll have a 1 hour. I think we wanted to do a 1 hour a week coaching call for everybody. And you can ask us questions directly, and it'll be face-to-face video call.
And also mention your cooking videos for $9.
Oh, and how many videos is that?
10.
10. There are 10 videos for $9. This is plain old $9.
$9.
Right? So you're getting an extra video for $9, right? And it's me cooking a bunch of different recipes. There are 2 or 3 complex recipes, like a Southwest summer veggie stew, stir-fried Chinese vegetables, and these are all fat-free.
And Mark is really cute in it. If you think he's hot.
Yeah, that's a reason to buy the book. Okay? So, but anyway, you know what? Maybe that is a reason to buy the book. So,
look, I might have embarrassed him.
Nah. But the extra videos are definitely they're $9 extra, but they're definitely worth it because you'll see all the cooking techniques that you can use on this diet.
Mhm.
All right.
And we also do one-on-one consultations
We do.
and once a week coaching if desired.
Yeah, weekly coaching if desired. That's $75 an hour. But if you want to do a group coaching program, you can sign up for that on the website as well. All right. What else do we want to talk about?
I think we did it. Oh my goodness.
She didn't think we
I
could
didn't
fit
think
the
he
book
could
in
talk about
20
the book for 20
I
minutes.
can talk about anything for 20 minutes or longer. All right.
Kelly will answer your questions when we get off here.
All right, guys. Thanks for joining us. Remember, continue with the heavy metal detox smoothie, the celery juice, and the lemon water. And definitely go and purchase our book at www.healyourautism.com. And that is Heal Your Autism's Do-It-Yourself Guide. Healing begins in your kitchen. And we show you exactly how to start healing yourself with food and supplements alone. And that is all, because that's all we've ever used. That's it. No pharmaceutical drugs, nothing except food and supplements. So we'll see you guys tomorrow night.
Bye.
Bye.